just normal living. It's here's aging for you in a nutshell. Just normal living. Your metabolism, your mitochondria are generating oxygen radicals, which, get to your DNA, and you get enough of these oxygen radicals, it causes a strand break, and then you get them in parallel, you have 2 strand breaks. UV radiation does the same thing, but let's just forget about all the outside stuff, like forget about carcinogens, UV, smoking, all that. Just normal, living does this. And this happens every single day, And so your body has to repair that damage. And I talked about those enzymes that are magnesium dependent, and how magnesium is important for DNA repair enzymes, and 45% of the population doesn't have enough of that. Well, I'm looking at people that are obese. And those people usually don't have a really good diet, and they're most often magnesium deficient. Well, I don't want to say deficient because it's not like a clinical acute deficiency. It's like they're inadequate. Okay, they have inadequate levels of magnesium. They're not taking in, enough magnesium, which is 400 or so milligrams a day. So I look at their DNA, their strand breaks, and then I have this, because I think that they're not getting enough magnesium. I'm not actually measuring their magnesium. Someone else that I work with can do that, but I haven't found it necessary to do that yet. Then what I'm doing is I'm measuring the capacity of their body has to repair a known amount of damage that I induce. So I look at their baseline damage, see how much damage is there, and then I induce damage with an irradiator, and then I measure over time the ability of their own enzymes to repair that damage. And what I'm finding is that if I look at someone who's lean or obese based on BMI, then I'm seeing there's differences. I'm seeing that people that are obese, like have a BMI of 30 or so, they have a lot more of this damage in their blood cells. And not only do they have a lot more of this damage, their capacity to repair this damage is impaired. So, and it makes sense to me. You're talking about people that are eating poor diets. They're eating very macronutrient rich diets. They're eating a lot of processed foods and junk food, and they're not getting their micronutrients. Their essential vitamins, zinc, magnesium, these are required for like 300 different, enzymes to work in the body. And so I'm measuring one of those, and that's DNA repair, which is important to prevent cancer. So anyways, what were we talking? We were
TEA 60%.